Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Amazing news, Bitcoin has done it. Bitcoin has broken out through the 31 to 32k level. We find ourselves currently at 33,500. We've been as high as 35k, piercing that level. And what can we say? We've been bullish on Bitcoin for quite some time now. The last few weeks, I've been coming out saying that I'm bullish on Bitcoin here. I took a long under 25,000 quite recently. That's printing some pretty nice profit right now. And like I say, the reaction to the ETF, the fake ETF news, in my opinion, was bullish. It showed that the market was unprepared. It showed that traders were not positioned for what is about to come. And obviously, I think what we're seeing now is traders getting ready for the ETF approval to happen at any day. So due to this, the market is likely to continue to run up, I think, over the next few days and weeks up until we get that ETF announcement. I do expect at some point when the ETF is announced, there will be a pullback in Bitcoin, and that could be quite nasty. That's probably going to try and shake out a lot of the long retail traders, a lot of the late longs. There's probably going to be a bit of a liquidation move, and we could go back, hopefully not as low as the 31,500 where Bitcoin really sort of broke out from, but it could come back and it could try and catch some liquidity under this candle here that we're currently printing on the weekly, and maybe go down as low as say 29, sort of back test the 200-week moving average, and then start to rally up again. So I still maintain that I think Bitcoin will close the year in a strong fashion. I think this move is not fully concluded, and I do expect more upside over the next couple of weeks. We're currently on a Tom DeMark 7. We expect to see reversals on Tom DeMark 9 candles, so that gives us 2 more weeks. If we actually just drop down to the daily, we can see we've got some very, very nice volume starting to come in here. We've had the Tom DeMark 9 on the daily. However, we are still pushing up today. We've actually invalidated that today by making a slightly newer high, but it could be that we do roll over and we do start to consolidate and potentially pull back. But I really look for Bitcoin to be holding support around this 31.8k level and turning this, what was resistance, into support now. And if we can do that, I think we remain on course to obviously move up to higher levels over the next few months. So just going back to my targets, my current target, my main sort of top target is around about 48k. I think it's very, very possible that Bitcoin can get there. It is the 618 Fibonacci retracement. It is the midpoint of the range from the previous bull market over in 2021. So I think there's I expect this to be like a bit of a magnet really to the price, especially if the ETF does get approved and we see a lot of hype coming back into the crypto space. And I will also just touch upon some crypto stocks as well, mainly because I did a video a couple of weeks ago looking at them, saying that they were at, in my opinion, fantastic buy levels. We really do like CleanSpark. If we go down to the daily, we were talking about CleanSpark when it was down at these levels, picking some up around about sort of $3.70 to $4. We're now up to $4.72, so pretty nice, nice gain there, over 20% up on that one. If we also have a look at my other top picks, they were Mara, so Mara starting to break out as well. MicroStrategy, unbelievable breakout really, from sort of 320 all the way up to 420, and Riot as well, breaking out today too. Those were my top ones that I was very, very sort of keen to accumulate more of. So hopefully, you know, some of you have done well from those too. What can we say? If we very, very briefly look at stocks, we see that stocks, it looks like we've come down on the Nasdaq, made a liquidity grab between the following the lows of September, October lows. Looks like we've tracked a few traders down there. Now we're starting to push back up. That's a really nice reversal. I really like the look of that one. And also very similar on the S&P. S&P currently struggling with this MA. I think that could be the 200-day MA, if I'm not mistaken. It is. So we would be looking for S&P to hopefully regain that over the next day. A daily close below is okay, but hopefully we can regain that this evening and start to trend back up. Dollar, we've also seen come off, but it's on a very bullish move today. So we've seen a bit of volatility there. Dollar currently trying to decide what it wants to do. Potentially it just goes sideways for a bit, whilst some other macroeconomical and socio-political tensions resolve themselves. So still bullish on Bitcoin here. I don't feel the need to get super bearish right now. I do think this rally has legs. I am targeting higher prices over the next couple of months. So look, I just think if you have exposure to Bitcoin, you probably want to hold on to it. You probably don't want to sell. And if you don't have exposure to Bitcoin, or you feel like you're underexposed and you want to buy more, which I think goes for quite a lot of people still in the crypto space, you are thinking to yourself, where can I buy? And you're probably going to want to buy the retest of 31.8 thousand. For that reason, we might not even get there, and I wouldn't blame anybody for wanting to sort of start to put exposure on now, even on a more shallow pullback. I mean, just looking, if we go down to the 4 hour, then potentially you're going to be sort of targeting, mind you, that moving average should rise up pretty quickly. So potentially you're looking at this, is that a 10 periods moving average, 20 periods? Potentially you're looking at the 20 period moving average if we get there, to obviously add more, but that would take us below the level that we've broken out from. So potentially we chop sideways a bit, we wait for this to catch up, and then you might get an entry off that MA. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't certainly wouldn't blame people for wanting to get involved a bit sooner if they feel like they're underexposed. So I'm going to wrap it up there. I will come out with a more thorough update on the market very soon. I want to take a look through some altcoins. Obviously, Bitcoin's broken out. It's at its yearly highs. A lot of altcoins are still below their yearly highs, and there could be a few plays there that we could look to trade, certain coins that we could sort of jump into that are likely to play catch up. So I'll cover those with you in my next video. Hopefully you've liked the content. If you have, please do like, please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will speak to you again soon.